Let's make some homemade hummingbird food today and attract some hummingbirds to our garden. We're going to do this video in 3 quick parts. The first part is getting our feeders. The second part, making the homemade hummingbird food. The third part is other ways to attract the hummingbirds to your garden. And in the last part, I'm going to go over a special tip with hummingbirds and peppers, so stick around for that. All right, part 1, just getting your feeders. Your feeder, it's going to be either red, yellow, a combination of red or yellow. The key tip here is to get more than one feeder. Hummingbirds are territorial, so they will claim a feeder, and then if another hummingbird comes to that feeder, they will fight them off or chase them off. One hummingbird in your garden's very cool, but having 3 or 4 visiting you every single day is really amazing. So pick up more than one feeder to attract more than one hummingbird to your garden. Tip here is with your feeders, if you hang this up and you find that ants have found your homemade hummingbird food solution, you can wipe Vaseline on the hook connection, and that will prevent those ants from getting down and eating your homemade hummingbird food. Point 2 is the recipe: 4 parts water, 1 part normal granulated sugar. Mix them together and mix it up. Another tip here, don't add any red dye, red food coloring. Your hummingbirds that are going to visit you, or hummingbirds in general, they don't really have a sense of smell, but they will be attracted to the red color or the yellow color or the red and yellow color of your feeder. There is no need to add any coloring to your homemade hummingbird food. In fact, if you do, you can hurt the hummingbirds, so it's not a good idea to do that. So you've got your feeders, you've got your homemade hummingbird food. How else can we attract hummingbirds to our garden? One thing to do is add more flowers and flowering shrubs that will attract the hummingbird to your garden. One good source to determine what are some native plants in your area that will attract hummingbirds to your garden is the Xerces organization, and they're dedicated to maintaining natural pollinators in the environment. I'll leave a link to my website down below where you can get more information, and a link to their site where you can search by your state or general area to look up plants that will attract pollinators to the garden. Another thing to do, and what I do, is anytime I'm out and I see a plant at Home Depot or Lowe's or Walmart that I'm attracted to, that I think I'd like to have in my garden, we've always got our phones with us. Just Google it, Google the name, get some information on it. If it's a red or a yellow flower, and especially a tubular flower, it's going to attract hummingbirds to your garden. Final topic today is red peppers and hummingbirds. When I first moved to South Texas and I was growing my lunchbox peppers, I would come out in the morning to pick some peppers for an omelet or to make a pasta salad in the afternoon, and I would find on my peppers little needle-like jagged holes all around the top of my peppers. And being new to South Texas, I could not figure out what this was. I'd cut them open, there were no ants inside, there were no insects inside, but it was very clear, little tiny jagged holes all around the top of these peppers. And it was always on my red and my orange peppers, and never my green peppers. I'm assuming that this was hummingbirds because they're attracted to red and to yellow. They may have been looking for nectar on these peppers, and once I got all of my hummingbird feeders up, I don't see that problem anymore. And we have 3 to 4 hummingbirds visiting us every hour during the day here, and it's really amazing to sit on the patio. You can hear them before you see them. They've got a chirp chirp sound that I'll put in the video for you to listen to. They're just amazing to watch. So there you have it. Homemade hummingbird food, how to attract hummingbirds to your garden. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and please share the video. Thanks for watching.